You can't do that. Once you do that, they notice, especially here, that the neighbors are always nosy, walking into someone's affair. They
Huh?
don't really mind their business. So before you know, they will call police. They will call, and they will file you for abandonment. You won't even go to the immigration office. You don't have any business with them. They will be the one to mail it to you to your house.
Shout.
Social security number. We call it social security number. A number to state that you are a citizen.
Hello, guys. You're welcome back to my channel. Yes, you already know what we do here. It's your girl Blessing of Blessed Blessing Channels. Okay, but for the sake of people that are just watching this video for the first time, my name is Blessing Emozuzu of Blessed Blessing Channel. Okay, so on this channel, I keep content on how you can migrate to the UK, live generally in the UK, anything that you can think of that has to do with the UK. Those are the informations I bring to us on this platform. But guys, today's zone is so special. Like seriously, it choke. Yeah, so we actually have someone here with us. Yeah, we have Debbie with us all the way from United States of America. I know you got dressed up for the club. Deborah, you're welcome to the channel. Yeah, before I give her the opportunity to discuss what we have, as you can see on the title of this video, I want to quickly say this. Yeah, I got so many people come to my DM, like they were private chatting and they're like, oh, Blessing, what do you think about coming over to the UK? I have this dream of moving abroad, like traveling from my location, from Africa, from Asia, from other parts of the world, to this western part of the world. That's talking about UK, Europe, US, and all that. Yeah. So, but then I'm just thinking about it to make sure that I am actually making the right decision because of the things I've heard, about parenting in the UK, parenting in the US, and all that. Okay. So, yeah, that is why I actually got someone because I've been on all this while talking about the UK. So I've decided to bring in someone from United States of America. Okay. So yeah, like I said, we have Deborah here with us today. So Debbie wants a
Uh,
wants a channel. So yeah,
Thank you.
I'll be you're welcome. I'll be asking Debbie some questions which I believe that she's going to answer, because I she has spent some time, some years in US. Okay. So Debbie, please let's get to know you. Yeah.
Okay, my name is Debbie, just as she has already introduced me earlier on. And I based in US. I'm from Nigeria. I'm really, really glad to be here today. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Thank you.
You're welcome, Deborah. Thank you. As a matter of fact, you should just be focusing on the face, be looking at the two faces. Like you'll be able to sort that out. Okay, I just decided to bring her to this channel because I believe that she's in the right position to kind of answer some questions, like to satisfy my audience. Okay, so yeah, Debbie, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell us how long you have been, in the US. Yeah.
Okay. May 7th will make it 8 years of me being here with my husband. Yeah, 8 years now.
Oh, that's a great one. So you have been in the US for 8 years now. Okay.
hmm
How many kids do you have, please?
I have two kids for now. Currently, two kids, two girls, two lovely princesses.
Uh, that's lovely. Okay, so how has it been, please? Because that's the focus of today's video. If you can tell us, like, little experience, how it has been, the first few years that you got to the US, how was it, and then, parenting in US. If you can just throw more lights on that, parenting in the US, because I'm trying to compare the two to know how it is already. My audience already know how it is here in the UK because I've been on, trying to tell them how you raise up children here in the UK.
Mhm.
But then some of them are kind of trying to consider if they would, consider coming over to the US because they want to see how their culture is, how raising children, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So if you can
Yeah.
just experience the few years, yeah.
Okay. When I got married, after my marriage, I think a year or within the same year, that was when I moved in with my husband to this country. And along the line, I have my first baby. Initial stage, it wasn't much stressful because there was no kids. You know, when you have kids, a lot of responsibilities are involved. I
Yeah.
must tell you, it's so stressful, especially in a country where you have no relatives, no mom, no dad, no siblings, no relative at all, friends. You don't know anyone. It's kind of a strange land. So after I have my first baby, that was when I started seeing the other side of the world. It was really stressful in the aspect of keeping up with work.
Yeah.
So at that first stage, I have to stay home. So my husband was the one who was working because most places they couldn't employ me because I was pregnant at that first stage. They saw me with my pot belly, and they were like, "Oh my God, you are almost due. We can't take you. Sorry. When you have your baby, you can come." And after I have my baby, I was like, okay, let me, give it a try, look for somewhere to work. And I was looking around and searching, and finally I got a place. But it was really stressful because I have a child, and I needed to be there for her. And I was looking around, connected with church. One thing I will advise you if you're coming over to US, you need to connect with church. It's really, really helpful. They will understand you. They will really help you. So I talked to my pastor's wife, and she was like, you got to look around, look for links for you to be able to get your child into daycare. And another thing I must tell you, daycare here is very expensive.
Oh,
Although, thank God that my kids are citizens, so that made it a little bit easier. So we're able to get what they call action for children. So that was what actually helped to reduce the money that I have to pay in order to get my daughter into the daycare. So, but at the same time, dropping off child in school, rushing off to work, and all that, especially that first stage of us being here with no car. So we rushed things and we are able to get a car.
oh,
And from there we started, working hand in hand, moving, trying to, work more stronger to, give a good life to our baby. Before we know it, the second one is here. And that made it so hard.
mm,
Seriously. So after I had my second baby, oh my God, it was really rough. And I have my baby during COVID period. So
oh,
I stopped working, and I have to, we start depending on our members, my husband.
yeah.
So the kids have to be with me. They were with me at home, but I must tell you, all the same, it was really stressful. And another thing I must tell you about daycares here, you know, I know they are conscious about the environment, trying to keep everywhere neat. But at the first stage, if you are coming over here, oh my God, you need to be very, very active with medical stuff. Try to make sure your children are you keep them clean. You work on their hygiene a lot. Because even when you take them to school, they are going to pick up stuff. You have to be running around. I knew what I went through at that very point in time. I keep
Okay.
going to the hospital and all that. But I'm glad we are here. We are just moving. And we are doing it.
Yeah. That. Yeah. So something you made mention of, and giving birth in the US and that child becoming citizen, okay, immediately after birth, right? So I want to, because I believe that my audience already know that in the UK, when you give birth in the UK, that child does not automatically become citizen. Okay, so that child must have been in the UK for a couple of years. Yeah, there are so many rules. Okay, I've done so many videos on that. Okay, so for anybody that wants to know more about that, I think the person should just go down this channel. You see this video that I've done already. Okay, so I don't want to go into all that, but then. So I want you, if you can just kind of throw some lights, the process that you went through from the hospital, how long it took you, for you to get your child to become that citizen. That's the passport, the document, how long. I don't know if you are okay to share. Yeah, like the period, just just for us to have an idea. Okay, it should be probably like it took me 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. Okay, just to get all the documents ready for that child. That you now say,
Yeah.
okay, I can say that yes, my child is now a citizen. How long did it take you for that?
Although it all depends on the state where you live in US, because states they operate differently. When I had my first child, even my second child, although I had them in different hospitals, so the systems are kind of different. And another thing I must tell you, the hospital differs with their system of operation. So it took like, I think within immediately you have a baby, make sure you have a name for your child, because immediately they have already started taking records and put everything in order for you to go and get your baby's birth certificate. With that birth certificate, they will help you to mail it to the Secretary of State. And from there, immediately within a week, they have started processing it. It's just for you to make sure you go. I think after a week, you had your baby. The next week, you have to go to the Secretary of State to go and get the birth certificate. That is the first thing you have to do. Then after that, you get your. They will send you. You won't even go to the immigration office. You don't have any business with them. They will be the one to mail it to you to your house.
You mean
They will
you mean they will mail the child
the
the child
social security number. We call it social security number. That is
Okay.
like a number to state that you are a citizen. With that number, they can pull out your data.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't stress yourself. They will send the number to your house.
Yeah, they will send the card to you. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
That's
What
it.
about all the passports, like US
Yeah,
passport?
it all depends on you. Like if you're planning to travel, some people are kind of doing it. I don't know how they go about it, but for now, I have not gotten passport for my kids because I'm not planning to travel now. But a lot of people, my pastor's wife also told me, if you want, it's best you get it done. You know, a lot of things, work and all that has really made me to keep it one side till when I'm ready for it. But to tell you the truth, whenever I'm ready to go and get it, it's not going to take me much time. Once I just go there, I just, write, fill the form. I think it's just, I think it's not even up to $100 or $50 you have to pay, and you get the passport.
Wow, that's
Process it. That's it.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one. Okay, so I want to chip in this for the audience that are watching. Okay, so guys, yes, I think we've been able to ascertain this first phase. Okay, because Debbie, as she had already explained, she has been able to tell us that she got two children and she had these children in the US. Okay, and according to her, yeah, she was able to get all the documents, within a short while. Okay, and not just that, these documents, guys, were actually sent like to her address. Okay, so I'm trying to compare US and UK. Okay, for myself, I actually had one of my children. I had him here in the UK. So I'm trying to compare the two. Okay, so I remember when I had my son. Okay, I think it took me basically like I think just 2 days. No, just one day. We spent only one day in the hospital, and then after that, similarly to what she just said, I think we were referred to the council house. Here we call them, we call it council house here. Okay, to get the child's birth certificate. Okay, and this was done, I think, within the first 2 weeks. Okay, we were able to get the certificate within the first 2 weeks. But just like you said, all those documents, citizenship and all that, no, in the UK, there is nothing like that. So we've been able to ascertain at least the first thing. In the US, you need a country that your child, that you will have your child and that child becomes citizen of that country. Okay, I think US is the best for you. Okay, because if you are considering coming to the UK, just bear it in mind. Just know this, that your child is not going to be a citizen, from birth. Okay, it will take 2 years. Okay, 2 years. Okay, 2 years. Okay, so I think US is the best for you. Okay, because if you are considering coming to the UK, just bear it in mind. Just know this, that your child is not going to be a citizen, from birth. Okay, it will take 2 years. Okay, a little while, like couple of years. That child must have been in the UK for up to some certain number of years, okay? And then after that, not just that, I think there is another rule that says that that child should not be more than 6 months out of the UK, within 1 year. So there are all those rules that guides, that will determine if your child would be eligible, to becoming a citizen of the UK, even after getting to that, that number of years. So that is it. Drop your own opinion on the comment section, okay? If you have been in the US, or if you are watching me from the US, from the UK, how do you think? Or what do you feel about this whole thing? Okay, raising children in these countries, how is it? Okay, just drop your own opinion, regarding all this that we have said, and I will be there waiting for you, on the comment section of this video. Thank you again for watching. Deborah, thank you. It's nice having you around.
You're welcome. Thank
Guys,
you.
before I want to say this. I will leave you guys to figure this out. Look at these two faces, yeah, and figure this out yourself. Thank you so much for watching. And I remain blessing Moses of Blessing Channels. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.